Deon, you're a Miami guy. I'll ask Nick this as well. You're a Miami guy. Is it cold out there practicing?
I kind of like the weather. It's not too cold, a little bit windy, but you know, it's kind of chilly, and I kind of like the weather out there.
You heard the forecast is going to be low 40s and rain.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about it.
Was that last year? Didn't it rain during the bowl game?
Yeah,
Right?
it rained a lot there at Shreveport. It was cold, but you know, yeah, it was cold.
How does that affect things for the passing team, for the offense, and obviously then you're the defense, it affects you, you know?
For the passing, you know, when the ball's slippery, it kind of alters a little bit, but you never know what the temperature is going to be and what's the weather going to be. It's all predictions right now, but I could guarantee we're going to be prepared for anything that comes on the game day.
Deon, speaking of being prepared, you guys are going to be down to safety. How do you think that's going to impact the way you play, and how do you, as one of the veterans, maybe try to get some of the younger guys a little bit coached up and ready for this moment on Saturday?
You know, all the guys have been preparing, man. You know, we got Jaquan, we got Ray Sean, then we got Quincy. So we got guys that's able to step up. You know, Dallas Crawford. So we preparing right now, and you know, it's just got to be right now, next man up mentality. So everybody just really preparing to play good on the field on Saturday.
How disappointed are you? I'm sorry, Christy, go ahead.
As you guys have been watching the film, you know, more and more, we talked last week about the excitement of playing against a team that throws the ball, but as you get closer, how much more into it are you guys getting, and the challenge that you're going to face from them?
It's very exciting, man. We're playing against a real good team. They're 8-4, but they're real good, and we haven't won a bowl game in a long time around here. So a lot of people, we just trying to focus on playing a good game, hard game, so we can get this bowl W for the team. So right now we working hard, and we're just looking forward to the challenge.
Deon, how disappointed are you that that a teammate had to get sent home?
You know, everybody on the team is like brothers. And, you know, we hate that had to happen that way, but you know, we gotta move on and be ready for the game on Saturday.
So it's your first day of practice. How do you guys feel as a squad? And if you had something to improve on or work on until game day, what do you think that would be?
It felt real good out there. Everybody was energized. Everybody was, you know, flying around, and it's one of the best practices I've seen in some weeks. So I'm really excited to see what we're gonna do on Saturday.
For both of you guys, how much do you have to owe to this coaching staff for having stuck with you? And I mean, Larry Scott, you've won a lot of games, 4 out of 5, I guess, the last games, and they don't really know their future. What do you guys owe to them, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just as much as the players have stayed, tight and how to, go through this crucible, this tough time, the coaches are the same way. So, it really is, with everything that happened, we all kind of knew that all we had to do was play, and, can't say enough about those guys.
Like, can you be more specific? How hard must it be not to know your future?
Yeah, of course, we're around these people more than our own families, so you build these great relationships with them, and, you want to play for them, and that's what we're doing right now. Everyone's playing hard, and everyone's playing for each other.
Deon, how about you? Do you feel like you're playing for the coaches a little bit too?
I mean, yeah, man, we playing for everybody playing for each other. It's a big family over here. The coaches were uncertain about their future, but they haven't changed preparation a bit, and that means a lot. When you see somebody still investing for the future of this program, even though they're uncertain about it, that says a lot about somebody's character. And I really applaud all the coaching staffs about the way they handled it, and it's been a pleasure playing with them this year.
How about Larry Scott in particular? Anything you can say about him, how he's done taking over the head role?
Oh, he's done a great job. And as you see, we won the last 4 out of 5 games, and he after what happened to us, it could have been easy for us just just to just fly through the season and not really think about winning out, but we did. We went hard, and Coach Scott played a big role in that.
Deon, along with Coach Scott, what is it about this team that gave you guys the strength to keep going? And Nick, you can touch on it too. You know, what gave you guys the strength to keep going? Because a lot of teams would have just said it's pretty much over and done with weeks ago.
Well, you know, we was a close team this year. We endured a lot, and this is one of the closest bunches I've been around since I've been here. And we was able to bunker in when things got hard and still focus on winning for each other, because that's who we are doing it for this whole time. We're doing it for each other, and we're doing it for the University of Miami, our families, and our coaches. So that's gave us the strength to keep going forward.
What from your perspective?
Well, like I touched on earlier, you know, when you're backed up against the wall, you can either kind of just like be submissive and just, you know, kind of take it, or kind of fight your way out. And when it comes for, you know, playing for all our brothers and stuff, we knew our goal was still intact at the time, and every one of the teams got their own why they play the game, you know. So when you know why, you know, if I know he's playing for his family and his dad, you know, and I know Brad's playing for his mom and his family, then everyone's tight and everyone's close together.
Deon, can you just maybe talk about the defense this year and what you've been most happy with, I guess, in terms of improving?
What I've been most happy with the defense, man. We playing hard ever since. You know, we done had first quarters, second quarters where, you know, people put up yards and they came out and jumped out on us, but we never gave up at no point of the year. And I'm very proud of how our unit stuck together throughout this year. With all the criticism, with everything around the program, losing big to Clemson and then coming back the next week and coming back to win. That just shows a lot about the character of the guys on the defense. And I'm just so happy that my senior year, even though a lot of things happened, they still fought to try to make this the best season possibly that we could have had after all the turmoil that we went through.
Nick, I know we've talked to some of the guys about what it would mean on the line for Joe Yerby to hit 1,000 if he's able to do it this week. You know, what have you seen from him this season as he's been so low-key about it?
Right. I mean, in the off season, he just made a complete transformation of his body and his play. He got so much bigger, so much faster. Really mentoring guys like Mark and Chalk. You know, obviously what happened with Gus at the start of the year, so he knew he had to kind of put more on his back and take over that room even that much more, you know. And, you know, like you said, the 1,000 yards, yeah, it's good for us as an O-line, but we touched on earlier, like, a lot of that goes to the running backs. They're hitting those holes, they're pressing the reads, they're setting up all our blocks. So, you know, it goes along with the tight ends and the receivers and, you know, the quarterback's making the good checks and all that kind of stuff.
How bad do you guys want it for him?
Oh, a bunch, you know, it's a good milestone for a kid like that.
Nick, if you could just talk a little bit about Washington State. They've got an all-Pac-12 guy on the defensive line.
Right.
They've had a pretty decent season. Just what have you seen from them? What impresses you about them?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a good defense. You know, like Deon said, they're 8-4, but a couple of games came down to the wire. They could easily be, you know, a 10-win team, something like that. So we know that we got to come out and play fast, and every quarter's got to be a finish. Their defense, they go, obviously in practice, they go against a very good passing offense, you know, so they are used to that kind of stuff. But you know, when it comes to going against them, we just got to line up and get the call and know our assignments, you know, and that's what it comes down to.
All right, last question, guys.